I just want to know. Overall, she's not a bad bitch. She's not thick as fuck. She's not fine as hell. Oh my God, is that his baby? Mrs. Reeves, let us know what's going on. Because you're not married to your husband.
Cornelia.
You know? I just want to
so
know what's going on. I just want to know what's going on. Is you fucking know your husband expecting a little one, a new addition, a little baby, an infant, a newborn? I'm petty like that, yeah. I can be a bitch that's whack. But that don't change the fact that you let another nigga hit your cat. Yeah.
Nigga, I started Millie rocking. You are so psycho. What the friend is saying is that Gilbert Arenas was good to this girl, this married woman, up until he settled his court case. And you're pregnant, like, come on, girl. Do you even know if that's your daddy? If that's the daddy, like.
Blog Talk Radio.
What's up, you guys? Good evening.
Yes.
I forgot we supposed to say.
Well,
on tonight's episode.
No, we're not gonna play this game. You're not gonna play every on tonight's like no, we're not gonna get ready and catch up. But I'll let you guys know what's popping off on tonight's episode of Confession Session. So what's really going on with the Latinas and Black teens missing in Washington D.C.? Safari, T.I., and Little Duval throw shade. And why in the Confession Session is Matt Jordan and Peter Thomas fist fighting? Apparently, Matt Jordan got them paws put on him. This is your host, Angel Bongerina. What's good, world?
And I'm your host, Joe Mosby, and you're listening to the one and only Confession Session.
Hey. Hope y'all having a good evening. I hope everything is going well. I hope you guys' week has gone and flown past super quick, even though, I'm sure it hasn't because it's just a regular week. But how has your week been, Jim? How has everything been going with you?
My week has been going all right. Nothing spectacular. Same old, same old. I'm going to Asheville next weekend for a friend's birthday, so I'm excited about that because I've never been to Asheville, North Carolina. It's like, I've heard so many great things about it being like pretty and it's very like liberal and, so it should be a good time.
Yeah.
But other than that, nothing much. What about you? How has your week been?
My week has been pretty pleasant. I only worked 2 days this week, and I've been off for the rest of the week. So I've been able to get a lot accomplished. Like Tuesday, I started doing a lot of the packing that I was going to be doing. And then from there, then I did a lot of it's just been a whole lot of good things going on. So overall, everything has been great. Everything has been popping. So, but overall, you guys, we want to go ahead and let you guys know to make sure you tune in and continue to check us out on all of our pages: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Tumblr, SoundCloud, podcast from Blog Talk, and of course, check us out. Make sure you guys send us your confessions on confession2us@gmail.com. Before we get into our hot topics, Jen, do you want to hit them with that question of the day?
I do want to hit them with that question of the day. Question of the day. Should you be biased and have your friends back no matter what, even if they've done fucked up shit? Again, should you be biased and have your friends back no matter what, even if they done some fucked up shit? But anyway, let's get into those great hot topics. First topic, Revolt is being sued for allegedly reports of reverse racism. Let me get into the topic. Reports of a reverse racism lawsuit leveled against Diddy's Revolt TV surfaced yesterday, and the bad boy rapper has broken his silence on the strange case. For a recap, 5 white men, all above the age of 39, claimed they were treated worse than other employees who were younger and African American at the network. The 5 men were fired in December of 2014 and claimed they were replaced by inexperienced black employees. Diddy and his legal team's response to the suit is clean and clear. These claims are without merit and have previously been dismissed by the EEOC, Road Media and TV, LOC has always been committed to diversity in the workplace and is an equal opportunity employer. Charlamagne also responded with the Instagram post saying, "Damn," at New York Daily News after New York Daily News included the Breakfast Club and Power 105 as part of the lawsuit. But he said, "Damn," at New York Daily News for using us for clicks. If the lawsuit says executives at Revolt TV, then why does the headline say Power 105 is the Breakfast Club? We are not named in this lawsuit. Diddy don't pay us enough to have our names slandered like this. But anyway, white people suing for not knowing the culture is so damn funny to me. I really can't stop laughing. Black privilege," she wrote in the captions to a post explaining the situation. New York Daily News has since released a statement apologizing for saying specifically the Breakfast Club and Power 105 in the article.
Wow. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, nobody wants to hear or nobody wants to be, quote unquote, hear racist things or be targeted as being a racist individual. First of all, you know, that episode or that show, Breakfast Club, they are a black, you know, they're I feel like they target black people, and then they also, but they get lots of people, not only black individuals, you know, so it's just like, relax, calm down, and what proof do you guys have that these individuals are, you know, that they're being racist? Like, don't just sit up there and target motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Let's not play games. But I really haven't read the article. Just pretty much everything that you said to me or everything that I just heard you say is based off of what I just heard. So I didn't really get a good feel from it. But all I know that at the end of the day, also, if I was being treated, you know, and I felt like, hey, there's some racism going on, I would definitely try and sue. But overall, you know, it is what it is. Like, I mean, it's racism every fucking where. Everywhere you turn a goddamn around, it's racism. So it's like, don't try to get some money because you're not. You're not going to.
First off, I feel like this is normal when it's the opposite. Honestly, I can see where, like, the white people are coming from. And maybe they're not used to, like, the blatant, you know what I'm saying, whatever is going on, you know, and them getting fired. And, you know, but it's just the fact of, I mean, why would you think you would work for a black media company and then not understand black issues at all? Like, I mean, it's just like, or hip-hop or anything. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I know it's like 40-year-olds who listen to hip-hop, but I think to work at a place like Revolt or, you know, BET or any predominantly black television, you know what I'm saying, I think you should definitely understand the code and what goes on. It's just like if me going to work for Telemundo, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't understand Spanish, like, and I don't know anything about Spanish culture, so it's just like, what would be the reason for me to, and then, you know what I'm saying, get mad because I don't fit in, like, it don't really make sense. But, I mean, by what you were saying, like, this goes on all the time, it does. I mean, I feel like I've never worked in a job. It's never been a time I worked in a job and I was just like, oh, okay, wow, they actually, you know, everybody is normal. They don't play favorites. You know, I think it's, especially for black people, I definitely feel like you can bust your ass. You can do whatever, and still, it's just like they'll view you as lazy, or, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I can admit we not some on-time people, you know what I'm saying? But they want to, you being late will be the reason why you can be the most qualified, and, you know what I'm saying? But it'll be like little reasons. I actually have
a story behind that. Yes, and I actually do have a story behind that. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, you will be the reason. I mean, one little reason will be the reason why you're, like, seen as, like, the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely normal on our side, and we just kind of just choke it up to us, whatever. Like, we just got to do what we got to do to get this money and then move on. But I think it definitely shows, like, the, you know what I'm saying, like, the I don't want to say white privilege, but just, like, the notion, like, the entitlement. Like, you know what I'm saying, to feel like, oh, okay, I deserve this just because I did this, and that. They're not qualified because, you know, we worked on, I forgot the name of the radio show, Howard Stern, and, you know, we did this, and then they would come into work drunk, and, okay, yeah, they might have came into work hungover, but they definitely did the job better than you. That's why the fuck they still there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And you feel like because you old and you done been doing this shit for 20 years, and that's y'all motherfucking problem. Y'all want to walk around boss everybody that be on your level or higher than you, thinking you know the tea, and it's just like, no, do your fucking job. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny. I think overall it's just like hilarious. Like they're really trying to sue for reverse racism. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
The one time, chill. Like, chill out. How do you feel?
Exactly. Yeah, like I have a story behind that. Like, you know, I'm the most, if anybody knows how punctual I am, it's John, okay? Because I will be, if I tell this man I'm going to be somewhere at a particular time, at his house at a certain time, I'm going to be there, okay? Even if he's 1,000 minutes late. He knows that I'm outside beeping the horn, calling his phone, even though he knew 2 hours in advance that I was going to be there at 9 o'clock a.m., and at 9 o'clock a.m. he decided to take a shower before, you know, he comes out to the car. That's John. But me, I'm so punctual, okay? I feel like even at my position currently, I deserve to, if I ask my manager, oh, can I get a certain area or something, I feel like I deserve that, but I feel like because other people, you know, they are, you know, of a certain culture or a certain race, they got things that I feel like they didn't even deserve it, especially because they haven't been at the position longer than me. So, and another thing is you cannot get complacent. Like when you start seeing things like that, start searching and move on. You cannot get so scared to move from a position that, you know, because you're scared of, oh, what if this position fired me? Well, a lot of motherfuckers think got fired before in their life. So just keep it moving and don't get too complacent, you know, at the end of the day. And I feel like you suing for reverse racism, like, I wish I could sue for racism just in general. Like, you know, my job would be trying to throw all kinds of claims. Like, this is not true. We pay her this amount. Like, bitch, but look what you've done, okay? Like, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I feel like it's a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, like you'll just be like, you are literally doing this shit because of I'm black. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's so fucking annoying. It's like it'll be a motherfucker with your same work ethic, but they be white. And then they get praised. Yep. Like, oh my God, this is the, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But it's just like it's just like you can do this, you can do that. And it's just like,
it just hurts.
I don't know. You know, like I'm trying to sound ignorant, but I feel like a lot of times in the workplace, it's just like white people, they kind of like, they can be a little lazy. You know what I'm saying? And they're very like, they're very just like, they just dictators. They, you know, they very much are good at like telling people what to do, how to get it done. But it's like when it comes to them actually doing it, they don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like with us, we will work. You know what I'm saying? Like what I've noticed.
We have to.
Yeah, and it's not. I mean, it's just get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe it's the fact of, you know, we don't think outside the box, and we just. Like, it's like with me, you know, when I go to work, it's just like, I don't really give a fuck about anybody else, what anybody else saying. You know, if you want to do this, we're doing it today, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm there to just do my job. Like, that's all it is to me. It's just work. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm blessed and I'm in a good situation, and I'm not trying to fuck it up. But I'm just not like, okay, well, let's do this, or you do this today, or blah, blah, no. But it's just like, I feel like a lot of times with white people, they'll be on your same level. And they'll be trying to tell you what to do, you know, trying to tell you how you're doing it wrong, you know, want to talk shit about the boss, want to talk shit about the people under them. You know what I'm saying? All the while they're doing all this complaining and ain't shit getting done.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not trying to, like, sound ignorant, but it's just like, and we just don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, we just kind of are like a group of people that's just like, you know, worry about yourself. Don't be worried about other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They don't. You know, they want to worry about everybody else and not even realize what the fuck they're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's another thing that comes, like I said, complacency. Don't get too complacent at a position. You know, if you feel like, man, I deserve better. I got a lot of experience. I've been doing this for this many years, and you got the education for it, move on up. It never hurts to just randomly apply for a couple jobs and see, hey, where you can head to or where you can go, you know, and that's just what it is at the end of the day, you know.
And what I've learned too, go ahead.
Go ahead, that's it.
No, I was going to say a lot. What I've learned too is you can't really have loyalty to these corporations. You know what I'm saying? You know,
it's just business.
like these motherfuckers not your family. Like they will fire you in a heartbeat. So it's like if you find a better opportunity to make more money, you know what I'm saying, and it'll be a better fit for you for whatever reason, then take it.
That reminds me of a story. And like I had, you know, I have more knowledge because I had a really good teacher. But I was talking to my husband about something. This was a while back, long time ago. And he was, you know, he was talking to me about this position that he was in and how the woman was like, you know, she called him in his office and she was just like, oh, don't worry, you know, if you're doing a good job, if we let you go, we'll let you know a couple weeks ahead of time. Dude, that fucking following Monday, they fired him without letting him know a damn thing. And we was just looking like, are they serious right now? Like, and I told him, I was like, but even when they called him in the office, I was like, look, you need to start looking because this don't look good. And he's like, oh, no, she told me that she would let me know before I get fired. And that following Monday, he got a text message. And I'm like, I told you to look. Like, you know, and I mean, we overcame that hump, you know, but it's just like, exactly. They look at it, it's just business. Even though, like they said on Empire last night, it's never just business. It's always personal, and it always has something to do with you. So just make sure that when you start seeing things change or you start seeing things get a little iffy, you start searching because there's a trillion jobs out there for you to find. And it's only, you know, a trillion. You know, and this is not going to be your last step. We're all adults. We can look forward and move past all this at the end of the day. But we're going to get into a new topic, guys. We're going to talk about David Rockefeller, who's dead now. He's unfortunately, you know, it's not, but he's the last surviving grandson. He's the last surviving grandson of oil founder John D. Rockefeller, and he actually died at the age of 101 years old, which is like amazing. Like, you live to be 101, God bless you. He built his professional career at. I mean, I'm just saying, I was like 101. Like, you can't just say like, of course, his rich ass did, because like you can die. There's 1,000 ways to die on a daily basis. So the fact that you live to be, you know, a century old, you know what I'm saying, plus is amazing. But he built his professional career at Chase Manhattan, which became J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, which he began working shortly after he was in World War II and eventually rose to chairman and then CEO. He set aside 1,000 acres of land next to a national park for a nonprofit in honor of his 100th birthday in 2015, and they also gave away nearly $2 billion in his lifetime. Before his death on Monday, Rockefeller had been the world's oldest billionaire, and Forbes, which had just been published its billionaires list, had estimated his net worth to be $3.3 billion. He died in his sleep of heart failure, and once again, that was on Monday. R.I.P. Rockefeller, he was the last one. So I wonder, well, I mean, I'm sure he got grandkids and sons and all of that stuff, but he was the last grandchild. So, I mean, that was like, wow, grandson. So that was like, wow, you know, like, dang, you know, he lived a long life. I'm sure he lived the exact life that everybody would love to live, to be a billionaire, to live to be over 100 years old, and just be blessed. You know, that's a blessing. If you live to be over 100 and you die in your sleep, hopefully he went peacefully. You know, hopefully he didn't feel the heart attack. He just died peacefully. You know, that's how I would like to die. Just not like
honestly,
like inside of my head, like not like that. Please, like just peacefully. You know, after I repented for all my sins and just, you know, Lord bless me, let me go to heaven. I want to walk on the gold mountain when I'm 107 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's a blessing. He is truly blessed. How you feel about him passing away after, you know, everything that's been going on?
It ain't got nothing to do with me. But I mean, I agree with what you're saying. I think that is dope that, you know, I would want the same life. To live,
I hate you,
to be old as fuck. Like, when I die, I want to be ready to go, like, God damn, like, I woke up again. Come on, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's like how my grandma feels. Like you know what I'm saying? Because my grandmother is like pushing 90. You know what I'm saying? And I know she just be chilling. Like, I'm sure she's ready for whenever. Like, she talk about it all the time. And we just be like, Granny, don't say that.
That's how they be.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, when you get to a certain age, honey, you be ready to go. You don't got time for all this other shit. You be sitting in the house chilling, watching TV, and you like, okay, well, if tomorrow's my day, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Just make sure you repent every single night. Like, Even though you don't
But you know what I'm saying? But as far as like these old billionaires, like, you know what I'm saying, with their old money and stuff, it's just like I really don't respect it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know he's passed on, but it's just the fact of, well, you know, J.P. Morgan and Chase profited from slavery. You know what I'm saying? And with him being 100 years old, I'm sure he's like a direct connection to that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, it's sad to see him go, but fuck that.
Fact, motherfucker, he still lives to be 101. That's the goal. You know, I understand what you're saying. Yes, he probably directly profited off.
But it's just like, I mean, it's just like he passed, and it's just like, you know, okay. That's just how I feel. It's just like,
I hate you. Just know that, okay?
No, I'm trying not to sound rude, but it's just like I can't. I mean, why I feel sorry for a motherfucker that just would never feel sorry about me.
Next topic, because we're done
I'm
with
just saying.
Tonight, okay.
I'm just saying. Anyways, during have you ever heard? It's like this festival or whatever in Texas called like XSSW. I guess Lil Yachty. I've never been to it. I don't know much about it, but it's like a big deal, obviously. But Lil Yachty performed. Had a performance there, and it was like a couple situations. It was this rapper named, what is his name? Like Doja Band. Like, don't have me fucking up, y'all. Doja Band, Phony or some shit like that. But anyways, he made like a diss track against Lil Yachty. And then also, it's believed that he like had Lil Yachty get shot at. Well, his people seen Lil Yachty's people seen the rapper in inside the hotel or whatever that they were staying at, and they beat the brakes off his ass, like. And there was another rapper, I don't know the guy's name, he shot, like, trying to tell them like to like stop or whatever, but he wasn't doing shit. He was just like, "Hey, get off him! Hey!" He's just standing out the way. You know what I'm saying? But so he like beat his ass, and then like after, I don't know if this was like before or after the performance. I mean, before, if this stint was like before or after he performed during his set or whatever, but he had an issue with somebody like heckling in the crowd, and because what happened was he had performed and he was like, "Y'all ain't got no energy." He was like, "No," the guy in the crowd was like, "No, nigga, you ain't got no energy," or whatever. So he started going back and forth, and then his security and his team or whatever just started throwing like water on the person. So I don't know if this is the same person or if this was just a fan heckling, but it was a bunch of like drama with Lil Yachty when he's in Texas. But I mean, I just see it's more of like that, you know, that climb upwards. You gotta, you know, stay out the way and, you know, let motherfuckers hate. But yeah,
that shit is awful. Like, you know, just being jumped in general. Like, you remember when we got jumped? Like, that shit is horrible. Like, being jumped in general.
I talk about that. I talk about this shit all the time. Like,
that shit is just horrible.
Like, riot. But you know what? You know, it was scary, but it was a. If we got jumped, it was scary, but it was like a life lesson. It was, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, it definitely, it made me realize, you know, you got to pick and choose your battles. And then.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? On top of that, you know, I feel like we held our own. It wasn't like we was just like, oh my God, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely feel like it was just like, even though, don't get me wrong, we did get beat up, but it was just like, I definitely feel like for all of them, it was mostly niggas. This was like some females. It was a female fight, but it was like, we was fighting mostly dudes. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is
like
fucking
crazy. 5
crazy.
females and like literally like 25 dudes. Like, why? And then it's just 25 dudes versus just y'all two. You know what I'm saying? Like 25 dudes versus 2 dudes. Like, and y'all still came out walking and beating ass.
Right, and nigga, like,
my
lip was busted.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but shit, I was just like,
horrible.
Y'all niggas ain't finna get me on the ground, and whoever is in front of me is getting it. Like, it was like 3-4 niggas at my head, but that nigga that was in front of me, I was gonna kill that motherfucker. Like, I really was trying to kill him. Like,
right, I'm telling you, there's 5 bitches at my head, bro. 5 bitches. I'm like, oh my God, these bitches. And then they dug in my pockets. They stole my keys. They took my little $2. I was like, ain't this about a bitch? I was depressed for like 2 weeks.
Nigga, I was too. I woke up the next day, looked in the mirror, like, I'm so ugly. I remember I was so mad at my sister. I was just like, why the fuck?
And then I felt so horrible because in between all of that, my little sister got shot twice.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I would never put my family in a predicament like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was hard. I was 19. I was like, shit, we about to fight. Like, let's do this. My husband was like, that's not a good idea. Like,
he was the only person thinking. Like, we was ready. Like, no, fuck that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, he said. And the reason why he was thinking like that, he's like, I've been in this situation. I'm from the hood, babe. Like, I know what's about to happen. Like, I'm trying to let you know this ain't a good idea. I'm like, all these niggas ain't about to jump y'all. Like, all 25 of these dudes, please. Straight happen. I'm like, oh my God.
Right. Because that's psycho. Because you kind of think about it. You just like really like these motherfuckers just trying to be nosy. They just trying to see somebody get their ass whooped, and they about to see their friends get their ass whooped. You don't realize like all these motherfuckers is in on it. Like they really like.
Yes. So what we trying to say is that getting jumped is not good. But this reminds me of the whole Tupac Shakur. And you know, when they jumped the old dude, I forgot his name, but he was like a Crip, and then he ended up coming back according to a Vanity Fair that I watched on Investigation ID, and that's the individual who actually killed Tupac in a white Cadillac. You know, so it's like you can't be sitting up there jumping people and stuff like that. Because I swear, after I called my cousin, I was like, "Cuzzo, like, we just got jumped," and my little sister, she got shot. And they was like, he was like, well, I'm coming up there with a gun, you know, like, well, let's get it popping, let's shoot these motherfuckers. You know, I'm like, no, you know, they going to get theirs eventually in life. And I'm just so glad, you know, that was almost 10 years ago.
Right. That's how my family was, too. Because, you know what I'm saying, like, my dad's side, them motherfuckers is they psycho. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, they some good-looking people, but them motherfuckers is crazy. Like, they, like, the craziest, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
You know, I'm just so glad it didn't escalate after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
it was
me
no
too.
other bullshit,
I had an axe in my trunk. I'm just glad that I didn't take that axe out because it probably would have been used on my ass. You know what I'm saying?
So they would have took it from you. They go like, give me this shit, girl.
Right, bitch. It's 5 of us. This is one of y'all. Like, damn. Now my hair chopped off. Now I'm dead. You know, but it's a life lesson, like you said, and it's just like they shouldn't have done that overall. I feel like they shouldn't have been sent up there trying to jump nobody because it's like, is that really necessary? Like, and then they're older, aren't they older? Lil Yachty them?
No, Lil Yachty, I would say he like in his early 20s. I would say. Don't have me get to line, but I feel like that nigga looks pretty young. He gotta be he gotta be like 21. Is that?
Have you seen his Sprite commercial? Dun, 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 dun.
And it was horrible. You know, I don't really fuck with Lil Yachty. Like, it was a horrible nigga. Like,
I'm rolling up my broccoli. No.
Yeah, I told you he's 19, so he right at that age, nigga.
Well,
to be jumping my
there it goes. Like, there goes the stupidity. Right at 19 years old. And it's just so horrible. It's just so horrible. Like, just think smart, y'all. You know, when you're younger, you don't think smart. You just go ahead and head first. You don't think about the consequences of your actions or how that may even affect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just think before you get yourself in a situation that it's not even necessary for you to be in. You know what I'm saying? Because then when you're getting yourself in a situation, then you start thinking about other stuff like, I'm so messed up right now, I actually want to come back and kill a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking straight, and then you go back and kill a motherfucker, and now you have to spend 12, 13, 15, 25, 35, 6 to 7 years.
Right. It's just not. You know it's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? You just let life handle their ass. You know what I'm saying? Cause I remember like after it happened. You know what I'm saying? And I was walking to like the bodega that was like down the street or whatever. And like the motherfucker, I remember one of the niggas, I guess that was like, that we had fought or whatever, was like yelled something from the car. Like, you don't have me get out the motherfucking car right now, like blah, blah. And I'm like, nigga, get out the car. Kept driving.
No.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
No.
But it's just like, that nigga probably dead now. You know what I'm saying? Or in jail. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
exactly.
I mean, why even worry about it?
Right.
You know, it's just.
Right. I'm just thankful that we're off that stage. There's the kid shit stage, and we're focusing on building our future, making money, and providing for our families. Overall, that's what's more important right now. Not doing stupid shit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that was a good topic though. They crazy. So we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is actually really I don't know if I'm confused by this topic or like I feel strange about it, but after several teens have gone missing in a short amount of time in Washington, D.C., police are finally addressing the issue. Now, more than a dozen Black and Latina teens have been reported missing in Washington, D.C. since March 1st. So within these last 22 days, over 12 girls have gone missing. The apparent jump in numbers of missing young people in the district has raised a lot of concern in neighborhoods and on social media. Someone actually wrote the D.C. Police Department stating, all these missing Black girls coming from D.C. and Maryland, where's the publicity outcry? And the D.C. Police Department, they responded, there isn't a spike in missing people in D.C. We're just using social media more to help locate them. Sorry to alarm you. Huh? Okay. In fact, D.C. police sources say that it's actually been a decrease in missing persons report over the last several years, and there's been no evidence that suggests that any of the missing teenagers are connected to a part of human trafficking group. Chanel Dickerson, the new commander of the D.C. Police Youth and Family Service Division, has made publicizing missing persons cases a priority, both to get the public health and to demonstrate the department's commitment to service, to make sure that everyone is serviced. Several of the young people who are reported missing in March have now returned home, and they are unharmed. Derica Wilson, who is the co-founder of the Blacking Missing Foundation, says that the effort is strong, and that's the first step. Getting the information out there is great, but there's clearly something that's going on in the houses that they need to identify, or, you know, there's an underlying issue. Why are these individuals, these teenagers, running away from home? And they said that they want to find out they want to find out what's going on, but they also want to find the missing teens because it's a cold world out there. But once again, like I said, this article had me confused a little bit because when I originally, heard about it, I figured, hey, there are all these teen girls that are missing, but now it's like, okay, they're just posting things on social media so they can get this information out there, but most of the girls have returned home. So y'all just being some badass little teenage girls that want your ass whooped? I mean, what's going on?
So most of them have returned home.
Yeah, and unharmed, but they just running away from home. And that also scares me, too, because it's like, are you guys being abused at home, and stuff like that? Like, or, is your mom on drugs? Like, those are the type of things, issues I think of when I hear about kids running away from home.
Yeah.
I've never ran away from home. My mom would beat the fuck out of me if I ran away from home. She wasn't planning that shit. She already had lost 3 kids. So, no, there is no running away from home. No,
I definitely threatened my mama, and she was just like, "You want to get out? Go ahead, go." And I remember one time, put all my clothes in a plastic bag, and I stood outside, nigga, being real ugly, and
how old were you?
I was crying. She was like, "Bring your ass back in the house," and calm down. And I came back in the house,
how old?
You know what I'm saying? Because she knew I wasn't going. I guess she knew I wasn't going no damn where. She was like, "You want to go? Go ahead, go." You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
But I mean,
oh my God, you should have boy. See,
dramatic,
because Dio do that, I'm gonna put the fist to his face. How old were you when you did that?
Oh shit, man, 8, 9.
Oh, hell no.
I don't even think I wasn't even because this is back when we was living with my grandparents. So I don't even think I was even in middle school yet when I did that. You know what I'm saying?
Why were you so mad? Do you remember?
Probably because my mama whooped me or something like that, something stupid. You know what I'm saying? But he was just really dramatic children. You know what I'm saying? But he was just really dramatic. If my mom, she just let us be dramatic. Now I think about it, but
That's funny.
But
one thing I appreciated that my mama always did, she kind of let us do we weren't able to do what we wanted to do. We had to check in, we had to ask permission. We never went to clubs or bars or anything like that. But as far as dating goes, I remember I was 15 years old and I came up to my mom about my first boyfriend, the one that you met back in high school, the slow one. And so I remember when I first started dating him, and I talked to my mom. I was like, this is how I came to her. I was like, Mom, how old were you when you first got married? She was like, I was 16. She's like, my mom approved it. She told me the whole story, this and that and another. I'm like, okay, well, how old was your husband? She was like, well, he was, I think she said 19 years old. I was like, well, I got a boyfriend, and he's 19. And she was like, no, you don't. And I was like, yeah, I do. And she was like, I'm not letting you date no 19-year-old man, Angelica. Like, you're 15 years old. And I was like, but I love him. And she was just like, I don't know about
that. He was taking advantage, you know what I'm saying? But
right, and you know what? But my mom, she let me date him. She met him at the park, and she let me date him. And then eventually he started coming to our school at the age of 19 years old, back in high school in the 12th grade. So you know he's
Wait, so nigga, did you get him into our school?
No, I didn't. I have no idea how the hell he got into the school. Oh, you know what? He lived in Glendale.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, he lived right up the damn street from there. Because we walked to his house before. Me and one of my old people who I used to talk to. I don't talk to her no more. But yeah, we walked to his house, and it wasn't even far from. It was right by Bayshore Mall. So yeah, but it was just so crazy. And I was just like, wow, like my mom, and I look back now, and I think about how teenagers, they act when they in a relationship and when they really want to date somebody, and how how their parents are like, no, you date this person, you die, or you're going to get your ass beat. And I appreciate my mom for allowing me to go through the experience and then break up with his ass. Like, because I don't know how rebellious I could have been or would have been after that. So I feel like, thank you for allowing me to do that, even though she's not listening to the damn show. Because she's out of town on like a week and a half vacation,
Yeah.
But I know. She's lucky. But that's cool. And I feel like a lot of these teens that go missing, they're just being rebellious. They're just, they're going out, they're doing what they do, and stuff like that. And it's just like, this is what I want to do. My mom or my dad won't let me, so I'm going to do it anyway. And that's exactly how teens are. And only if you've been in a situation like that would you know. That's why I'm glad I have a son. When he was asking 13, Mom, I want to go by so-and-so house. Bye. Have fun. Use protection if you're fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to be playing that with his ass. Mom, I'm not having sex. Whatever. Motherfucker, use protection if you are.
They're going to sit there and lie.
Because
they're going to sit there and lie.
Here go a condom, nigga. I lied to my mom. Are you having sex with him? No. I was straight 15 years old. Then she found out when I was 16, and she was like, you are having sex. No, I'm not. Well, what the hell is this photo on your wall with you in a robe? She was like, you been on birth control immediately. I was 16 when she found out. So, yeah, that's crazy. But anyways, you guys, enough reminiscing. We're going to move on to that next topic.
Yes. Real Housewives of Atlanta stars Peter Thomas and Matt Jordan threw everything that wasn't nailed down during a radio interview that looked more like a UFC 210. They dislike each other intensely, so it seems the interview was destined for disaster, and they did not disappoint. Matt threw a water bottle. Shit. Why does this always fucking happen to me? I'm sorry. Matt threw a water bottle at Peter, then charged him. We're told they locked up and Peter scored a takedown because station staff broke it up. It was so bad, cops were called and took an assault report from Peter against Matt. Here's the bad news, though. The interview was not live, and it looks the station isn't going to air it because Matt Jordan's lawyers sent a cease and desist. But it sounded like Peter put the pause on Matt big ass. And that's what the fuck he get. And that's what the fuck he get trying to come up and trying to boss somebody around, talking all that damn shit, and got beat the fuck up. How you get beat the fuck up by Uncle Ben?
By an old man, right? That's
right.
I swear I'm trying to figure that out because I was looking. First, I had to, because I was like, okay, what am I gonna say in the beginning of the episode? And I looked up Matt Thomas and Peter. No, Peter Thomas and what is Matt who? What is Matt's last name?
Matt Jordan.
Yeah, Matt Jordan. I was looking up and I'm like, why would this Matt Jordan be fighting this old ass man? Like I was Peter, and I'm not even trying to be like whatever, but like Peter Thomas got the whole great thing going on. And I'm just like, why would this young dude who looked like he's a young dude?
Because he's a bully. Like, he's a bully, and he plays
but
crazy.
But he got his ass
like,
beat.
I don't really think he's crazy. I just think he just gets loud and probably, like, breaks shit and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't trying them. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a real nigga would, like, fuck his world up. You know what I'm saying?
And
you around a
Thomas
bunch of rich people and celebrities that has shit to lose. You know what I'm saying? You turn up on them like they gonna do something about it. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Come to the hood with that bullshit and see what's gonna happen. Like, with your big ass. Like, you was too damn big and buff to be trying to, like, fight motherfuckers. Like, calm the fuck down.
He is big. That's why when I seen a photo,
that nigga like 6'5", dog.
I was like, why is this man like fighting him? Like, I was so confused. I was like, what in the hell is going on right now? Like, but then when I seen Peter Thomas post that video, like, I want him to post a video. I dare him to post a video. I was like, oh, okay. You can't fuck with a gangster, baby. Can't fuck with a gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Honey.
Like, Peter Thomas, gangster walked on his ass. He gangster leaned on that.
You know he's from Kingston, so I'm sure he's had to fight a few niggas back in his day. And he had a club in Miami, nigga. I'm sure he's had to hem a few niggas up. You know what I'm saying? But
kill my mom. You sound like my mom. Kill my mom.
Because that's what the fuck you gotta do when you trying to let a little nigga calm down. You just like get their ass together, nigga. Chill out. If I beat your ass, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
I'm sure Peter has done that a few times back in the day, honey. Before he leaves. Is he considered a senior? He ain't 60 yet, is he? He might be pushing 60.
I don't know if he's 60 or not. I don't know how old he is, but I know.
Because you know, black people look good for their age. He looked like he in his like late 40s, so I'm assuming he's probably like almost 60. He gotta be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, whatever the case is, he beat that ass, so.
Right, exactly. Funny. Whatever the case was. But
exactly.
Yeah.
So next topic. Apparently, John Mosby wants Snoop Dogg. No, just kidding.
I'm like, wait, what?
Steve Harvey would like for Snoop Dogg, T.I., and Bow Wow to show some respect to Donald Trump, okay? Okay. So, after Snoop Dogg dropped the video Lavender, the whole country, up and including Donald Trump, could not stop talking about it. President Trump obviously was unhappy with the video, which showed a lookalike of him being kidnapped and shot with a toy gun. He went so far as to call Snoop Dogg out on Twitter saying, can you imagine what the outcry would be if at Snoop Dogg, failing career and all, had aimed and fired the gun at President Obama? It's jail time. So Steve Harvey threw his 2 cents into the mix on a recent episode of his morning radio show that came out on the side of, and pretty much he's siding with the president. He said, the problem with this is that there's an office in the country called the president, and you have to respect the office. You really do. Whether you want to or not, you have to respect the office, sounding like his damn president with the repetitive lines. He also went on to say, they got laws. I would hate for anything to come down. I love Snoop. Bow Wow, always respectful and cordial with one another. I don't have no problem with T.I. I love the dude. I'm just saying, brothers, be smart. All y'all got money, and they know how to go after the money. Leave the first lady out of this. Y'all going down another path with these cats now. You're messing with their wives. Steve Harvey also seemed to suggest that a Snoop Dogg could be held in some way accountable for the actions of the video if someone was to actually take that video and put it into a live scenario. Steve Harvey comments drew plenty of blowback on Twitter, with one notable response coming from John Legend. You guys know John Legend. Day is just a day. Or what is it, John? You gonna say it real quick?
You came into my
Yes, that John Legend. So Ruth wrote, Steve Harvey says black people need to start respecting Donald Trump. And John Legend retweeted, nope.
Right. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. But keep going.
That's it. I was going to ask you how you feel about the whole topic, how you feel about everything that Steve Harvey, is saying and what's going on with him. And, clearly his relationship is not on point because this is what he's doing. He has time to sit up there and talk about this shit. Don't be a cunt.
Right, like, shut the fuck up. Like, I mean, what is he talking about? Like, I understand, like, okay, maybe you can't be making, like, threats, but is he really making a threat? Like, clearly it's like, art. It's not like he's saying, like, I'm going to go and kill Donald Trump. Like, we all know Snoop Dogg high ass is not trying to go and kill Donald Trump or, like, shoot at him. Like, he don't give a fuck about that motherfucker. Like, he really doesn't. Like, it's clearly just a music video. You know what I'm saying? And Steve Harvey is on the payroll now, so it's like I really don't give a fuck what he got to say. He's trying to make sure he stays politically correct so he can continue to get his viewers and get invited to any of the White House events because that's just the motherfucker he is. He's in the second place. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to keep his position of whatever the fuck he's doing. And he's at a point where it's just like he really doesn't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, has he spoken out? Has he? He got a whole talk show. Is he inviting motherfuckers from Black Lives Matter on there? Is he talking about political issues? Like, come on. Like, fuck Steve Harvey. Like, seriously, shut the fuck up. Like, you want to be this relationship expert, but you've been in like 3 whole marriages. And the marriage that you're in right now, she used to be your fucking mistress. So it's just like, come on. You like Tyrese Part 2, nigga. Like.
Damn.
Tyrese Part 2.
Why are you going in?
I'm trying not to, right? But it's just like I really don't give a fuck what Steve Harvey has to say. Like, come on. He doesn't give a fuck what he got to say. His suits look a little better. That's one thing I can say, because the suits used to be horrible back in the day. Nigga used to walk around with a yellow-ass suit on. An orange suit. Like,
so goofy,
who the fuck wears vibrant ass suits that ain't not even tailored? If you gonna wear a vibrant suit, at least let the bitch be tailored. You got a jailhouse ass royal purple green suit. Like, come on. Like, I can't trust your judgment. You don't even trust your own judgment.
Dude, stop. You are hilarious. You be cracking me up all the time. But no, you dead ass right. Steve Harvey needs to just stop kidding yourself. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just stop. Like, it's unnecessary. You're doing the most. And you're being a little, ridiculous. Like, he's just trying to fit in every other cone, like Omarosa. Yeah, is that Omarosa? Whatever. He's just trying to be like her, so.
That's
and there's another car accident that just happened outside my damn house. Just heard the big bang, y'all. And it's so freaking irritating because motherfuckers be running off, and I just heard it, and I heard the person just speed off in a car accident, and it's irritating. This is like the 5th car accident that we just heard within the last, 2 weeks. Like, I cannot wait to move. All we hear over here is car accidents, and I'm so sorry to be random guys and stuff like that, but, it's disturbing. Like, my husband needs to call 911 right now to let them know to come and get this person and try and see if he can find a car. It's just reckless, but sorry, guys. Jen, you can go ahead with the next topic. I just hate that.
Yes.
So many car accidents over here.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I know. My car was in an accident.
You said what?
Not my new one. I said, my car was in one of these accidents.
Yeah,
not the new one, the old one.
Well, at least you got your car in a whole heated parking lot, honey. Because
I know.
Shit.
I know.
If it was on the street, I'd be. Oh shit.
Only my new car is, but now he's parking outside. So it's just like. But once we move, we both have parking spots. So that'll be good. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta worry about no more crazy drivers with no insurance. Cause you know what I'm saying, insurance is not big. Now exactly. I think motherfuckers in Milwaukee starting to get insurance, but it's just like niggas ain't never got no damn insurance in Milwaukee. It's like you get a car accident,
right?
It's a wrap for that.
You need it though.
Like,
I don't even understand
but you
what
need
Yes, because what would I don't even know what I would have done I would still not have a damn car right now if I ain't had no car insurance.
That's why they be hitting shit and keeping it moving because they know they can't pay for it, honey. They just be like, shit, let me get the fuck out of here.
Let me go. Let me get out. Ooh.
Right.
Hell yeah.
So anyway,
go ahead, my bad.
No, I'm sorry. Katy Perry received an award from the Human Rights Campaign on Saturday in Los Angeles and opened up about her sexuality and thanked the LGBTQ community. In her speech, Katy talked about growing up in a very religious family and said she was curious about her sexuality, but knew that it wasn't something that would be accepted with open arms. Katy said she prayed the gay away at Christian camps, but then in the middle of it all, in a twist of events, she found her gift, and that gift introduced her to people outside of her bubble. She admits that without the LGBTQ community, she wouldn't be the woman that she is today.
But your first song was I Kissed a Girl, and I liked it.
Exactly.
So
she was talking about as a teen. But
Katy
Perry's in her 30s now. When she first came out, that bitch was like, what, 25? She was a whole settlement in life.
5 years
like,
ago?
she knew who the fuck she was when she came out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. She knew who she was. Bitch trying to change that. Now, I'm not even trying to say, like, that's, like, was she, like, you know, okay, you prayed the gay away, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when, like you said, when she came out, she was, like, 25 years old, and she prayed the gay away as a teen. So, okay, well, you was a teenager, but you still spent, after your 20s, 5 years talking about how you kissed a girl and you liked it after you prayed the gay away. So I'm confused as to why you even come out telling a story like this. It sounds crazy. It sounds stupid. And overall, everybody has you have a choice in life to be what you want to be. Like, is she even dating anybody? Like, is she, like, what are you doing right now?
Wait, you don't have a choice when it comes to sexuality, though. Because I feel like
you do have a choice. You can be bisexual. Especially for women. Like, I feel like no woman is actually.
Angelica, we're not gonna get on this conversation. But
I'm just trying to say, like, I feel like every woman wants some dick. Like, I cannot imagine just like eating vagina for the rest of my life or some shit like that. Really?
I don't agree. I think women are definitely attracted, but to say that every woman is more attracted to men than they are to women, no. That's why there are whole lesbians with a vagina that ain't never had sex with a man before. And can look like a whole damn.
Different.
You could be a woman and look like a whole damn man and still get plenty penis. You think they give a fuck as long as you got a vagina? You know what I'm saying? And they don't want it. So.
I'd hope they give a fuck. That's what I hope so. But
they
what
don't.
I'm just trying to say is
I see comments all the time how niggas say Young M.A., oh, manly ass still got a fat ass. So come on. Like, no.
Young M.A. is fine, okay? If Young M.A. was
she's fine to you because you are a woman. She's not attractive to me.
Fuck you mean? Yes, she is.
No. Ooh, yeah. I'll be like, you are so corny, dog. Like, that's how, like, when I be seeing her, I'll be like, you are so fucking corny. Like, no.
She be coming to the restaurant?
Huh? No, I've never seen her in person. I've never seen her in person, but like as far as I don't think she's there yet. I don't think she could. I mean, not like trying to shit on her, but I don't think she could.
Listen,
I don't think she's staying in 5-star yet, just yet. But I mean,
I just feel like women that may be gay, the reason for that or lesbians, the reason for that is probably because of a experience of being raped or something like that as a child. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like other than that, because this is so many, and maybe it has to do with what I've recently seen. You know, since I'm only 26 years old, so I've seen a lot of females, you know, in their 30s and 40s that will sit up there and be like, oh, you know, they be in a relationship, they got 6, 7 goddamn kids, and then next thing you know, because the men ain't working out, then they just turn to a chick. And that shit irritating, like, oh no, I'm I'm a lesbian now, I don't fuck with dudes, but then cheat on their women with men. And I've literally, my eyes, a person I worked with, have seen that shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm just like, bro, you're not gay. You just cheated on your girl. You know what I'm saying? And then afterwards be like, oh, I'm not in that life no more. I have a man. Like, so I guess I mean, you know, I've never known nobody who was just a young little kid who's just only been straight one way. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's my issue.
No, I mean, we talked about it on the show. I definitely feel like everyone's fluid. But you just said, what you said verbatim is you have a choice. Like, people have a choice to, like, be straight or be gay. And it's like, you don't have a choice. Like, that's just.
So, what do you mean? So, you saying that you don't have a choice right now? Because you've been with girls and guys before.
Huh?
I said, so what are you saying, that you don't have a choice because you've been with girls and guys before?
I'm saying I have, like, I'm attracted to both. I'm saying I don't have a choice to not be attracted to both. At the end of the day, I'm going to always be attracted to men, and I'm going to always be attracted to women. I can't just be like, oh, yeah, I don't like women anymore at all. And I can't just be I don't like men anymore at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just,
you're right.
You know, I think it's, you know, life. I think you're just born that way, or it's just life experiences. I think some of the situations, you know what I'm saying, that have happened in my life has made me who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's something that I chose per se. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. I hear you. Well, that was good. I love debating with you. You're always fun to debate with. You know, I wish I was in your face. I'd slap the shit out of you right now. No,
wow.
I'm just joking. I love you. But so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and smother on down to the next top of lops. So yeah, we're gonna talk about T.I. versus Safaree, which is just ridiculous. So T.I., Safaree, and Lil Duval gets into a little fire throw on Hip Hop Squares, which was recorded on VH1. Although the scene was cut out from the official episode, it appears that T.I. sent some shots in Safaree's direction. He was talking about Safaree's recent role on Love and Hip Hop off camera, and T.I. said, oh, he on Love and Hip Hop? I thought his hip hop love done went on. I didn't know he had a hip hop love no more. Now, he's clearly referring to Nicki Minaj. However, Safaree did not take that comment lightly and pretty much immediately fired back, calling T.I. rap super, and pretty much saying a suburb. What is that it? Super, yeah. And then
subpar.
Subpar. I'm sorry, subpar. Pretty much, you know, not, you know, average, you know, above, underneath average, you know, not dope. His raps is not dope. And then he turned on Lil Duval, which had been egging the confrontation on, and told him that his dick is bigger than you. So you can't say shit to me. Duval, he stood up like he was about to get ready and do something, but all three rappers were confined to their little square, so nothing was taken out of context. You know, nothing crazy happened, no fights broke out, none of that shit. But it was really funny to watch that video. I think I watched it like 5 times today, and I was just cracking up. Like, why is everybody just being assholes right now? How do you feel about what happened on Hip Hop Squares, Jen?
I mean, like, T.I. needs to chill out. You know, because it's just like, I mean, you have your own relationship issues, and Safaree's trying to make a name for himself, and it's just like, I mean, let the man do it. Clearly, he's with Nicki Minaj. I mean, if that's his claim to fame, it's not like he hasn't done a lot for the girl. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, we see a difference between pre-Safaree and post-Safaree. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hello?
Clearly, he has done a lot to affect her career because her music is not even the same anymore. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers still trying to take jabs at him. And he's still just now, and he's not even saying it verbatim, but he's coming out, okay, and finally let motherfuckers know, like, okay, yeah, I wrote her music. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the man be, you know, stop trying to take jabs when you fucking every time Dick and Harry. You know what I'm saying? And you got a whole wife and 1 million kids. Now, that's some disrespectful shit.
I agree, but that's just what it is. You know, that's how they be acting. I mean, but T.I. been going on a rant for a while. I mean, he just went off on Donald Trump. He's calling his
I gotta say I'm going off on Donald Trump, but it's like you going off on Safaree. Like, I mean, like for what? Like the man ain't even doing. So, but I feel like Safaree is just. I feel like he'd be cool as a bitch. Like niggas would just be chilling, putting on coconut oil, in and out of patois in English, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like he's just a cool ass nigga. Like, I don't feel like he would be like, you know what I'm saying, like Hollywood or on no shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like Safaree. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he's really funny. And I just think it's just annoying. Because motherfuckers just be trying to pick on him just so they can get in good with Nicki Minaj. And it's just like, I mean, come on. Like, grow the fuck up. Like, this is not high school.
Exactly. You're right, 100%. I mean, I have nothing else to even add to that shit. You are 100% right. So, guys, we're going to get into that question of the day and our confessions, too. Before we get into our we're gonna go ahead and go on with our confessions, but we actually did get an extremely juicy email, so we're gonna get into the email after we hear from you guys. So, Jean, do you feel like you should be biased and have your friends back no matter what, even if they done some fucked up shit?
I think as far as with your friends, yeah. In public, but I definitely feel like you should tell them if they're wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me explain. Like, I feel like if, say, your friend was just being, like, a bad person for whatever reason, you know, and, I don't know, they're just, like, just being psycho, I think I would let them be themselves and do them, but I definitely, like, when we get in the car or, you know what I'm saying, where it's definitely like another situation where it's not a bunch of people, except for the people that I know truly loves this person, then I would be like, you know, nigga, what the fuck was that? Like, calm the fuck down. You're doing the most. Chill out. But I would say if it's like a situation between friends, but it's like your best friend versus your regular friend or your best friend versus somebody you cool with, I kind of would just stay like, I would kind of ride the fence, but at the same time, I definitely would both let motherfuckers know, like, you know what I'm saying, what it is, you know? Am I making sense at all? Like, if it was, like, my best friend and somebody I was cool with. Like, say you got into it with, like, one of my newer friends and you was out of line. Like, I wouldn't say it in front of that person, but I'd definitely be like, Angelica, like, what was that about?
Yeah,
like,
you was out of line. Yeah, I know you were.
Yeah, you was out of line. Like, yeah. You said what?
I said, I know you would, because you've done it before. Like, it's not being out of line, but I would have said something to you, and you're like, yeah, Angelica, you was wrong. And I'm like, how the fuck was I wrong? You supposed to be my motherfucking brother. Oh, fuck you. Like, no, Angelica, you was wrong. Like, oh, okay. Well, fuck you, Jen.
No, I definitely, don't get me wrong, like, loyalty runs deep. Loyalty is vintage, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, I mean, I wouldn't disrespect you. I would never disrespect you or say that in front of that person. But I definitely would be like, okay, yeah, that was out of line. Like, it's not even like that. This motherfucker is cool as fuck. Like, why is you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be a yes man and just be like, even outside the situation, still be agreeing with you if I disagree. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yep.
What about you?
Okay, so this is the deal. I've been loyal before. I've been biased before. I've had my friends back before, even when they have done some really, really messed up shit. Like, I mean, like some of the worst things that you can think of. And, you know, I've been like, yeah, you know, girl, like that. And it's just, and I mean, yeah, even up until like a year ago, you know, being immature and stuff like that, you know, but I feel like once you realize that somebody, and it got to the point where I'm like, oh my God, like this was some really messed up shit that she's doing, you know, or that he's doing. Like, I need to just cut them loose. Like, this is just way too much. This is messing up my blessings at the end. Like, they acting crazy. They being psychotic. Like, I really shouldn't deal with this type of stuff like this. And then it also can affect your relationship. Like, you sitting there, you listen to what these people are saying, and then you going back and telling your significant other about all the stuff that they doing, and now your significant other looking like, okay, and you think that this shit is okay? You know, like, this shit ain't okay, that you supporting this shit, and then you looking like, damn, like, I shouldn't even told them, but you already did because you talk too damn much. You know what I'm saying? So it gets to a point where you have to realize, okay, listen, you know, you don't have to be biased. You don't have to support somebody doing, you know, something negative. You just have to speak up. And ain't nothing wrong with speaking up. You know, I don't give a damn if you know them for 10 years or 2 years or a couple months. You need to let them know everybody should be treated the same way. And I feel like you definitely should not be biased, even though I have been biased before. I've definitely been biased. I mean, really fucked up shit, y'all.
Yeah.
I've definitely been biased, but just...
not to cut you off, but it's just like I would say, always try not to be biased because it's two sides to every story. But what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, that is your friend. So you should definitely always be loyal and support them.
Yep.
But keep it real. If they're wrong, tell them they're doing wrong. Like, that's one thing I fucking hate. Like, when I see, like, with people and their friends and, like, family. And I'm glad, like, none of y'all have never been like that. I'm glad I've never had yes men around me. Like, my family, like, when I'm doing something that's fucked up, like, they will tell me, like, no, Boo Man, Jean, like, you are fucking up. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm not going to just sit and agree with you just to agree with you just because, you know what I'm saying, you my friend, I don't want to argue or I don't really care what goes on. Like, no, like, that's not okay.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
You want to start taking calls?
Yeah, so I'll take the first call. So it's a 984 number. You are live. Hello? Wait, hold on, let me see.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, Jean.
Hey, Fernando, what's up?
I guess that I really think that everybody knows their friends, you know, and like sometimes you just let your friends be, and other times there's some friends that don't really get out of their way to say certain things. Like I have this girl on my job who always has something smart to say or get out of line with people, and you just don't say anything because you're just like, okay, whatever. She's going to say it. She's going to do it today. She's going to do it tomorrow, and she's going to do it the next day you work with her. So it's just like you pick the friends that you have, and I guess you sometimes accept the way that they are, and you may speak to them when they get out of line. But at the end of the day, you might be biased sometimes, but at the end of the day, they are going to be who they are, and you know your friends for a reason. You are friends with them, and if they're not friends with you, obviously they've got in line so many times that you're like, yeah, this is not the type of person I want to be with, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it just depends the person that you are and how much you're willing to take, because some people won't listen. Yeah. They're going to do and say what they want to do, regardless of how much you encourage them to do the right thing or not say certain things. But it's not about anybody being biased or whatever. It's just you put yourself in situations or in friendships, but who really sometimes don't care, and they're going to say what they want to say.
Yeah. I agree. And be a bad person, and you may be trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, save their ass, and they don't want to be saved, and them are the kind of people that need to cut from your life. But I agree with everything that you're saying, you know. Have their back and let them be them, but, you know, if it gets out of the way to where it's like hindering
out of hand, then that's when you put yourself away from them.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. Well, thank you so much for that, Fernanda.
Yes,
I love
you.
Of course, I love you guys.
Did you want to take the next caller?
Sure. We have a 414 area code. The last 4 digits of the number is 8952. You are on the air. Hello?
Did you take it? Hello?
I guess they hung up.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Okay, well, we do actually have a confession that I want you guys to hear. Did you want me to go ahead with that confession, Jen?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we got a confession in our inbox, guys. And obviously
and
this
it's
individual.
Juicy.
Yes. And this individual wants to be anonymous that had sent us this confession, but it is about one of our basketball stars. So we are going to go ahead and share this real quick. So Gilbert Arenas is having an affair with a married woman named Blank. Her Instagram name is Blank. I follow her and am friends with two of her close friends. This is not Laura. We all hate Gilbert. He's a woman hater, but Blank loves him. He doesn't even care about her and treats her like shit. But they are having an affair. She lives in his apartment building and is now pregnant by him. I'm not sure how long or how far along because she only tells some things. I heard that they've been seeing each other for a year, maybe a year and a half. She's head over heels in love with him. She said he used to treat her good until recently, since he settled his court case with his ex. She consistently wants to see him and he won't see her. excuse me, he won't see her when she wants. Supposedly, she doesn't know how to tell him she's expecting. She's stupid, and I actually feel sorry for her husband because Gilbert was once his friend. She said, when you also it tells me like to post this and make sure that I press her and DM her, and eventually she would not deny it, but she's like his puppet, so she would lie for him. She would not. She won't deny him though, and he doesn't even care about the poor girl. He's horrible, fucking around with a married woman, and she needs to stop. I have one screenshot of her talking to her friend about him, but that's it. I was like, what? So, this personally, I'll ask the girl. I contacted the chick, via Instagram, and I asked her about all of this stuff. She denied everything all the way up and through, but her page is not public. So,
But the thing is, not to cut you off, Angelica, she denied it in a way to where she was like, because I read y'all DMs too, and she was just like, she denied it, but she was like, but still, if you want to post it, post it. So it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to believe. And if you all don't know, Gilbert Arenas is a NBA player. Like, he's like a retired basketball player, and his baby mama is Laura Govan from Basketball Wives LA. Yeah, I know. So, and you know about the legal and custody battles. And, like, what she's meaning by as far as what the friend is saying, basically, is that Gilbert Arenas was good to this girl, this married woman, up until he settled his court case. And now that he's freed up some money, now he's acting a little funny. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I just have a couple questions because it's just like, because you asked her for the screenshot. She didn't send the screenshot. So it's just like, I would say allegedly with all this stuff, I don't know if it's true or not. You know what I'm saying? And then also, I want to know, like, who is the woman's husband? Like, is her husband in entertainment? Like, how did this all work out? But I think it's just kind of weird, the fact of how she was basically, like, still posted, after you contacted her. But then I also think it was weird that the lady didn't, like, send the screenshots. And then she also sent the article when we asked for the screenshots about how Gilbert Arenas is broke. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it sounds like he's using the girl. You know what I'm saying? Or was using the girl up until, some money freed up. But in any case, it's just a very fucked up situation. Like, I don't understand how, these women are just so, like, like, they just are just so, in love with this whole celebrity culture. It's just like, you really only care about this man because of who he is or who he used to be, you know what I'm saying, and his platform. But it's just like, do you really love that man? You gotta risk everything you have, and your friend is saying, like, you got a good dude, you know what I'm saying, to be with this, this misogynist NBA player. Like, not only is he an asshole who don't respect women, but he's an athlete too. On top of that, like, he's the total stereotype, and you really just want to be with him for a storyline. That's what I'm getting from him. And you're pregnant, like, come on, girl. Do you even know if that's your daddy? If that's the daddy, like,
dude,
damn.
Okay. So I have a story.
Because I know she's fucking her husband the whole time too.
Yes, and I have a statement. Before I make my statement, she actually asked us not to publish a false story, though. And then on top of that, this kind of reminds me of Kirk and Rashida, like what they're going through on Love and Hip Hop. But all I have to say is, like, okay, so I'm gonna need y'all to listen. Like, I just want to know if this is true. Like, like I said.
So she contacted you after? She contacted you later on?
Yeah, she was like, she was just like, this is not true, so please do not publish a false story. That's what she said. So I was like, pretty much like, well, I got something to say anyways, So my thing,
if it's not true, then Angelica, if she's saying it's not, to me, she was just like, she was like disagreeing, but at the same time, she still wanted it known. But if she's saying, like, don't publish it, it's not real, like. But it's just like, where did it come from? Like, what is all this about? Like, it's just so random. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because I just want to know. Overall, she's not a bad bitch. She's not thick as fuck. She's not fine as hell. Oh my God, is that his baby? Mrs. Reeves, let us know what's going on. Because you're not married to your husband.
Cornelia.
You know? I
You
just want to
are
know
so
what's going on. I just want to know what's going on. Is you fucking on your husband and expecting a little one, a new addition, a little baby, an infant, a newborn? I'm petty like that, yeah. I can be a bitch that's whack, but that don't change the fact that you let another nigga hit your cat. Yeah.
Nigga, I started Millie rocking. You are so psycho. You got a whole rap. You so goofy.
Oh my goodness. I told y'all I'm a psychopath. But no, I really do want to know. Like, I want to know, what is this about? So, you know, hey, hopefully she hears this episode and she let us know, is it true? And, you know, like old girl said, if we press her hard enough, but somebody said if we press her hard enough, she will admit it. So hopefully that little tiny little spiel that I just did will get her out her closet and let us know what's going on, her and Gilbert.
But it's just like, she may not want to admit it because she got a whole husband, and she know that Gilbert,
that's so far, Ben.
is not finna be wifing that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so
you shouldn't be having sex with people when you got a husband. Period.
You're right. Especially falling in love with their ass. Like, I hope this story is not true, because I'm just like, girl, like, what are you doing? But I mean, everything that you say, it's just really weird. Like, why would we get like a whole email about this random ass person? You know what I'm saying?
And then it said like this is not Laura. Like, this is not Laura Govan. Like, really? Like, damn, who hitting us up, bro? I want to know. I just want to know. So, but anyway, that was our first confession. Jen, before we end the show tonight, do you have any confessions?
Well, I don't have like a real confession, but I just want to say, like, I definitely have just awoken or awakened. I don't know what's the proper term of that, because my English language is not the best. But I just very much have just, like, woke up, and I just, have just like a good energy about everything. And, yeah, like about everything, and just
I woke up.
Yeah, like, I'm starting to be more appreciative and just realizing a lot of, little shit that I may take for granted, and
Yeah.
I'm so ready for the future, and I'm so ready for 3-4 months.
You sound like me.
Making moves, and that's just it. But what about you? Do you have a confession?
I'm just happy, to be still doing confession session. I'm like, been getting good news left and right lately. So, even though last week wasn't the best, like, I've been getting better news recently. So I'm just overall just happy. Can't wait to move. I'm taking family pictures next weekend, which is amazing, because me and my whole entire family, including like my sister and her guy, we have not all taken like big family photos and stuff like that in years. Like, I think the last time me and my husband and my son took photos, my baby was just a little baby, a few months, so, or maybe a year at the most. So it's going to be really nice. He's 4 years old now, to get out there and take photos and have him be in photos with his grandma and his grandpa and stuff like that. So I'm excited about everything that's happening, everything that's going on. And, I'm just looking forward to a positive future with my new position and, just everything that's happening in my new home and everything like that we move into in the next month. So everything is going amazing, and I just got to keep praying and repenting and making sure that everything is all good. And as soon as I get from confession session, I got some even better stuff going on. I'm about to get ready and eat my my Panda Express that I got, because I'm so hungry, and
You're so random. I thought you were about to say something like real important. Like, Lord Jesus.
No, nothing important, but
Lord.
that's it, you guys. That's all. But we truly appreciate you guys listening to the show this evening, giving your opinion, letting us know what's going on. You guys made some valid points. And once again, thank you for listening. You guys can expect to hear from us next Sunday, March 26th at the same time, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. Once again, make sure you check us out on our Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Tumblr, SoundCloud and podcast, SoundCloud, and podcast from Blog Talk. Like us If you got comments, comment. If you got confessions, send it to us at confessiontous@gmail.com and subscribe.
Please send the
we definitely want to
confessions.
hear
We
from you guys.
need the juicy anonymous confessions. Like, just
Exactly.
keep it real with us and let us know the tea.
Keep it real.
And we're going to talk about it and give you the best advice. I'm like the best big brother ever. Ask my sisters. Like, I really am. Like, I give the greatest
advice. Good
advice.
Yeah,
he
does. He really does, guys. He really does. Well, we love you all so much, and thank you for tuning in. This is your host, Angel Vondrina.
And I'm your host, John Mosby, and you are listening to Confession Session!
Good night!
Good night, Hill Rats. I love you guys.